We start with the children and the parents coming into the sanctuary where we have coffee and biscuits because they come straight from school, so they need to have a little snack. They obviously drink juice. And we actually have a video on at that point, normally something to do with what the theme is going to be. So we're going to have a theme of all creatures great and small, so I'm going to find a video which has animals in it. And they watch that where they have the juice and biscuits. And they do a name badge so we know all the children's names.
I think that's very important.
Yes. And then after 15 minutes we have a welcome. We tell them what happens at Messy Church, you know, the fire rules, toilets, that kind of thing. And then we head through all together to the hall for the craft session. And we have 8 tables or so set up with the crafts already out, and we always have an example of what the craft should look like. And I also type up a little instruction in case there's not one of the team members there to help on that craft table, because we don't necessarily have a team member for every craft. So the instructions are there so the parents can help the child build the craft. And it also has a little bit about the background, like I mentioned previously, the poinsettia at Christmas time. There would be a little thing saying this is why and this is how it connects to what we're doing. And then once they've done their crafts, we have a table at the side where they can put the finished crafts next to their name so that all their crafts are together and they can find them at the end of the day. And then
that's very helpful.
We call them back through to the sanctuary for the worship, and they sing songs and
say a prayer.
30 minutes of worship. And in that 30 minutes, the other team members manically clear down the hall, lay up for dinner, and the people who've been in the kitchen cooking finish off. And then everybody comes back through and they sanitize their hands, and we all sit down and say grace together, and then we serve. The way we have chosen to do it is to just have the one thing, macaroni and cheese or a shepherd's pie, and generally we find the children eat it because there is no choice. And
they're hungry.
We cater for vegetarians. And then we do ice cream in a cone, which is very popular.
With sprinkles.
Yeah. And then we let it know, you know, thank you for coming to Messy Church, and they all gather their crafts up and head out, and we then clear down and go. So it is you know, very
rewarding day.
Long day, but it is very rewarding seeing their happy, smiley house faces leaving, and all the crafts, you know, because they go home with some really decent crafts.
And it's worth saying, Steph, it's really a struggle to get them out of the door. They've had such fun, and they've met other children, and they're really having such a good time. We have to emphasise, no, you really have to go home now.
We need to get tidied up. There's another group coming into the hall. Yeah.